One loosened corner, windowing hidden thing, forced the world's blind immensity to sight. Blind immensity, that was the condition here. And it is that now which is being forced to see things beyond, hidden thing. Hidden thing of the spirit, of the powers, of the beauty, of the joy, of love, truth, etc. Those are the hidden things. And through that loosened corner, you are able to see them. The darkness failed and slipped like a falling cloak from the reclining body of a god. If God is reclining and his robe slips off, loose robe is pulled. Now this is of course a very original image, falling cloak from the reclining body of a god. Reclining body of a god. Now, this has to be only a Roman god, not even Roman god, not even perhaps Greek god, certainly not the Indian gods. Certainly not the Indian gods, you see. Indian god, Vishnu is lying on his bed of serpent, quietly. There is no question of his robe slipping off, you see. Brahma is always immersed in meditation, totally absorbed, always in meditation. So there is no question of his robe slipping off, you see. Rudra or Shiva, he is constantly dancing. So there is no question of his robe reclining and falling from that, you see. So these are not, this God is not certainly an Indian God. It has to be a Roman god, you see. Roman god, they recline and decline and all fall, you see. From the reclining body of a god, then through the palate rift, that seemed at first hardly enough for a trickle from the sun, outpoured the revelation of the flame, outpoured the revelation of the flame, outpoured the revelation of the flame. See? This is again the work of the avatar. The darkness failed and slipped like a falling cloak from the reclining body of a god. Then to the pallid rift, pale rift, slight opening in the darkness. That seemed at first hardly enough for a trickle. At first, but it is not really. It is constantly pouring through that rift, constantly pouring. Hardly enough for a trickle from the suns. Trickle from the suns. Sun of beauty, sun of joy, sun of happiness, all those things are there. Outpoured the revelation and the flame. Yes, what is going to happen tomorrow? The divine Agni is coming. All that thing is now being seen through that rift. You see, the brief perpetual sign recurred above perpetual sign. This is only an indication of what is going to happen. The brief perpetual sign recorded above. So he has come, he has done that part, and things are kind of set into motion. His real work will come later on. But at this moment, what he has done in this condition is this one. A glamour from the unreached transcendences, a addition to the glory of the unseen, a message from the unknown immortal light, a blaze upon creation's quivering edge, dawn-belted aura of magnificent hue, and buried seeds of grandeur in the hour, and dawn builds her aura of magnificence and buried its seed, its of that aura. That rift, that opening has been made. So it is that avatar who has really brought this dawn. And what has that dawn done? She has buried the seeds of grandeur in the moments of time, in the moments of time. You see. She is working in the moments of time. Dawn built her aura of magnificent hue. What richness of colors! The Vedic Usha, described by Vishwamitra, is such a beautiful lady. You see, and she is scattering beauty, joy, happiness, light everywhere as she moves. What Homer calls it, rosy fingered dawn. He constantly repeats, rosy fingered dawn. Her finger is rosy. So, if her finger itself is so rosy, you can imagine how beautiful, how rosy she must be herself, you see. And build is dawn, a glamour from the unreached transcendences which have never come from. Now, where is it happening? In the cosmos. And it is sent to the glory of the unseen, a message from the unknown. So, glamour, a message, is ablaze on creation's quivering edge. Glamour and message, they are kind of equivalent here, grammatically. Means dawn is a glamour. Dawn is bringing a message, basically here. Dawn with her aura of magnificent hue and buried the sea. So there is a picture of such beauty and joy and happiness and hope and optimism in the whole thing. An instant visitor, the Godhead shone, the Godhead that dawn. Well, if you want to link it up with the previous sentence, it is at that dawn. If you want to link it with the same sentence, on light thin about a while, the vision, that vision is the Godhead, stood and bent over a pondering forehead curve. So that is how the dawn is looking down below, you see.
Vision is dawn.
Huh?
Vision is dawn.
No, yeah, well, I mean, if you continue this description, that Godhead is dawn.
Yeah.
On instance, an instance visitor, that is the dawn, comes for a while, goes away again.
Visitor is dawn.
If you continue the previous description, but if you want to link it up, what is there in the same sentence, then that Godhead is the vision. An instance visitor, means you can disconnect now this Godhead from the previous and link it up with vision.
Okay.
On life's thin border, a while the vision stood. So you can see on the life border the vision of dawn standing, of that Godhead standing there, you see. And bent over us, pondering forehead curve, interpreting, pardon me?
It's a funny description. Earth pondering forehead curve.
I think we have seen this picture, no? Photo, the image I have seen in Huta's paintings, we have seen that. And bent over us, pondering forehead curve. So earth is really pondering all the while. Yeah. What is going to happen to me? What is going to be my fate? Can I move forward or not? She is worried, pondering. But there is the hope. There is a possibility. And bent over us, pondering forehead curve, interpreting a recondite beauty and bliss. In colors, hieroglyphs of mystic sense, it wrote the lines of significant myth, telling of a greatness of spiritual dawn, a brilliant code penned the sky for peace. It wrote vision in the previous sentence, interpreting the recondite beauty and bliss, recondite, mysterious, which cannot be described and not conceived. Interpreting in colors, hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphs, of course, you know, the Greek sign language. Hero, of course, also means holy, pious. Script, so holy, pious script. Of mystic sense, it wrote the lines of a significant myth. What is the significant myth? It is a myth of Savitri. She is going to write the story of Savitri, so to say. Myth of Savitri. That vision is going to write the story of Savitri, who is coming. Savitri is a symbol and a legend. It is a mythical story. It is the significant myth. She is already writing on the sky as a page. Akash, Lipi, the script on the sky. In other words, that myth is already being inscribed in the occult world. It will happen later on here on earth. But already now it is being written. The whole story is already is written down there on the sky at the page. Because it is such a big story, it is such a significant story that it has to hang sky as a page. Small page will not do. The whole page, the whole sky is required for her to write down the story, you see. Whole sky is required, you see. Because it is such a significant myth. See. All the nuances, all the implications, all the turns and twists, everything has to be written down there as a myth, as a story. And therefore you need a sky for the page. A brilliant code. Now, that brilliant code, it is written in the occult language. Only those who have access to the occult language can read that script, can read Savitri, can understand Savitri. We are making some poor effort, trying to grasp something here, trying to catch a hint of it, something here, something there, like that, you see. But what is the mystic story behind that? Really, you don't have. Because if you know that real truth of Savitri's story, it means that you live in that power. You live in that dynamism. You make progress constantly in the story. You see. A brilliant code, pen, the sky for page. So what a vastness line, you see. Almost that day, the epiphany was disclosed, of which were thoughts and hopes a signal flare, a lovely splendor from the invisible goal, almost was flung on the opaque inane. Nothing is there, inane, opaque. You see, it is also opaque. This is again refers back to the first few sentences in the opening passage, you see, inane, was flung, invisible goal. Now, almost that day, the epiphany is a darshan, darshana, God's darshan, avatar, see, epiphany. And of course, epiphany in the Greek, in the biblical language, it is the 6th of January, the day of epiphany, you see, when the Magi had the darshana of baby Christ, the 3 Magi. That is the 6th January, you know. They carried frankincense and myrrh and gold as presents to baby Christ, you see. The supramental possibilities and all those things to Christ. That is the epiphany. So it is that reference, myrrh, frankincense and gold, all very high quality symbols, you see. And it is as if it was almost disclosed that day because it is the work of the avatar who is doing things here. All this passage which is there, I will say, is the work of the unnamed avatar. The poet has not specifically said, yes, I am now going to talk about the avatar. He won't, you see. But that is his work. Almost that day, the epiphany was disclosed, of which our thoughts and hopes are signal flares. Signal flares, well, as I told you earlier, that this is the magnesium lamp which is burned during the World War First, Second also. And the light tells you can reach almost up to the no man's land on the battlefield in the night, you see. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. That is what the signal flares do, you see. Or there is the image also. Suppose somebody is lost in the sea and he does not know where to go and how to go there. He flashes light. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And then somebody goes and helps him out, you see. signal flares, you see, of which our thoughts and hopes. So that is what our, yes, I am there. Now that epiphany, that greatness, etc., is only thought and epiphany. Our hopes are kind of indicating that, you see. A lonely splendor from the invisible goal. See, that is what I am saying. Where you are, it's not coming. Almost was flung and the opaque in name. Yes, I am there. He's telling the opaque in name.